And welcome back, friends! Here we are at the Cinderbrew Meadery, our next part of our main quest line, of the main story of the war within. We are going to be meeting Baelgrim in just a moment, but first I just want to show you guys this. This looks fantastic. I love this. This is an area called the Mead Yard. Oh, look at all this glorious mead that's out here. Chen Storm Stout is jealous of this, no doubt. He's gonna have to make it. Side note, I would love it if Chen made a random appearance out of nowhere. That would be absolutely fantastic. If he showed up at the Cinderbrew Meadery here on the Isle of Dorne. But hey, I talk about fan service, sometimes being a good thing, sometimes being a bad thing, but I'm not gonna lie. I would be completely okay with having Chen Storm Stout show up right about now. Okay, so here we are. We are just outside of the Cinderbrew Meadery, and I've got a feeling that we're gonna have ourselves another NPC follower dungeon kind of thing as our introduction to the Cinderbrew Meadery. But we'll give it a shot right here. Okay, so Baelgrim says, "Thank the Titans, the Nerubians have not made their move to take the mead yet." No, they better not. Kill our people? Angry. Take our mead? Furious.
We are the bedrock. We are the foundation.
Couple of new quests. Alright, so let's see what we got. Baelgrim's new quest is Lay the Trap. With all these Cinderbrew cakes here, the meadery would burn hotter than the forge grounds if they were all ignited, I surmise. That's why Wenbrandt's kegs are made out of stout and strong ironwood. They do not catch fire easily. Luckily, we can start a reaction from the inside if we lead fuses into each of them. Those ropes the workers left around should work at a pinch. So connect the rope fuses to the sizzling kegs. We're gonna make some mead bombs. All right, and Wenbrandt has one as well called Evacuation Area. Look, you can blow up my wife's work if it's our only choice, but I will not put my workers in danger. This was the path we all chose, but I won't have them sacrifice themselves to fire or nerubians for it. Tell them that I said they need to get out of here immediately, and if a single one of them gets so much as chipped, the council will have a lot to answer for. Alright, so that's a good boss right there, looking after his workers. Alright, evacuate 8 unbound meat workers.
Are you sure this will work, Baelgrim?
It will. It has to.
Then let's get started.
Alright, let's get to it. And, okay, so there's a... Okay, so that's one of our things, but we gotta get... Okay, did we get handed a fuse? No, we did not. Okay. Hold on a second. Evacuate 1 worker, at least for starters. Okay, so let's go back up to these folks.
I follow the council's directives.
Conversation.
Okay. Alright. Oh, I see. Okay, I see what we're doing. I gotcha. Alright. I gotta go up the ladders and get the ropes and then bring them down. That's how that works. Alright. Nice little easy couple of quests just to get us all warmed up to what will no doubt be the more difficult ones. That's good animation on the rope on this one. That's a step above than what we're used to seeing when we're connecting lines or ropes or tethers to things in this game. It's actually a little bit of wobble to that. Ooh, we got a droplet here. We're going to... Maybe it's a to all the scrolls I've loved before kind of achievement.
No directive needed.
There. Alright, now watch the animation of this rope. I'm gonna go out just a little bit so you can see how this kind of waves a little bit. There we go. There you see? It just gives it a little bit of light wave. Not bad. That's a nice little added touch. We'll just evacuate one more. That'll do it. Alright. Easy as pie. Alright, and back to these folks. Alright, and let me make a note that these are the characters on this one. Okay, there we go. Alright, and as we turn in the quests, alright, for Baelgrim,
Require aid.
he just says, Zirix will fall by my hand. It's my directive, it is my will.
Fly high.
Wenbrandt says, I'm glad to hear they had the sense to clear out without much of a fuss.
Let's commit our meeting to memory.
Alright. Next quest from Baelgrim is called Poking the Spider Nest. He says, the meadery is evacuated, and the explosives are primed. It's time to bait the nerubians into our trap. Your compatriot is by the Nerubian burrow north of here. She told me her directive is to keep watch over it in case the nerubians make a move before we are ready. Alright, he's probably talking about Moira or Illyria. So far they have not made a move, and may now need coaxing. Take a keg of Cinderbrew into the burrow, tossing it in there should stir their nest. Rendezvous with us back at the mead yard quickly afterwards. So, objective, throw the keg of Cinderbrew mead into the Nerubian burrow and then return to the mead yard.
I have work. Set off the keg and hurry back to the mead yard. Then we will finish our preparations.
Okay, so fly on over here. Oh, this isn't. Okay, so there's our keg. Notice I'm still carrying a fishing rod because I haven't attacked anything in a while. I did a little bit of fishing prior to starting this video up. Collecting a whole lot of stuff. And one of the nice little features of fishing...
Champion. Let's burn some nerubians to cinders.
As I was saying, one of the nice little added features of fishing on this expansion is you can actually toss certain fish back into the water and it creates chum, which gives you a higher percentage chance to catch even more rare fish, which can be used for greater cooked recipes. So that's a nice little added feature right there. Okay, throw the keg. Oh.
Return to the meadery. I'll lead them into the trap.
Oh, hello. Got ourselves a rare down here. The matriarch Charfuria. There's other. Oh, that's a max level creature right there. I don't know if I want to attack this thing right now. There's a max level baddie right there that'll probably take me out in one shot if I try and attack that rare. So we'll leave him be for now. We'll have to try and take him out at a future time. All right, so we return to Baelgrim.
Both sworn duty.
We tell him the Nerubian swarm is on the way. Prepare yourself. Okay, so... Oh, and here's Queensguard Zirix is here again. Alright, so the Nerubians will strike out in anger and pride, which is exactly what we want. They will swarm the Meadery soon, seeking to punish us for attacking their burrow. We'll hold them here on the ground while you take to the skies. When Zirix appears to command his army, we will light the fuses. Wenbrandt scrounged together some supplies we can use to corral the Nerubians. Set them up quickly, and then we will get you on a Stormbrook. Go down. Alright. So hold up the Nerubians at the Cinderbrew Meadery until Queensguard Zirix appears. Alright, so we are gonna take care of the Nerubian army and lure Zirix out in the open so we can blast him to Kingdom Come with our mead bombs.
The Nerubians will soon start swarming from the north.
Place our defenses in their path. The honey will slow them down, and the mead and pollen will help us tear through them.
That's explosive pollen. We'll put you there. Oh, we missed something over on this side. Okay.
We are out of time. Come, let us get you on a Stormrook. The edicts are my guide.
Finish setting up our defenses.
Conversation
Prepare yourselves. They're coming.
Aye, aye, Illyria. Right.
We will keep them gathered by the kegs, thin out the swarm, and stop them from getting past us.
And from wrecking my meadery before we do.
Oh, okay. So that's what that one is. All right. The third one is when I'm getting attacked by the big baddies.
Baelgrim, they're chewing through the fuses.
We still have 2 fuses left. Keep fighting. Keep drawing them in.
No, they severed all of the fuses.
Oh, here. All right.
Stay focused. These monsters cannot leave here alive.
Stubborn earth, you will not impede my ascension.
Outlander, leave this to me.
The fuses! We can't ignite the kegs.
I must fulfill my edict.
What? Forget the edicts.
I cannot. That is why it must be me. You must guide the Earthen.
Baelgrim!
One last ride, then you are free. Zirix! My directive is to protect this isle, and the Earthen. All the Earthen. Glory to the Titans! Long live the Earthen!
So Baelgrim sacrifices himself to take out Zirix.
Baelgrim. Oh, twisting paths.
He's gone. We did it, but he's gone. The unbound welcome
And
all.
Zirix is dead. We did it. It's over. Baelgrim did it. She repeats the last phrase to herself over and over and more quietly each time, as if unable to process the event. So she's just sitting there in shock, saying, Baelgrim did it.
Go where you will.
Alright. And Adelgon gives us a new quest called Return to the Coreway. We dealt a heavy blow to the nerubians, but Baelgrim... She pauses to compose herself. He was infuriatingly rigid, and we argued ceaselessly, but in the end, he was a defender of our people, all of them. Baelgrim sacrificed himself to vouchsafe the Isle of Dorn from the nerubians. Everyone needs to know that. We can't let the nerubians force our hand like that again. Go back to Merrix and Dornegal. Tell him we will come soon. We just need a moment here. So return to Merrix and Dornegal.
Heed the The Coreway's repairs must continue. It's what Baelgrim would have wanted.
Alright, so this is our... Just pointing this out as kind of a common theme that seems to be happening right now in all of our quest lines. It's happened several times now. The male character dies or sacrifices himself, and the female character takes over and is the new hero. So there's that. That's a little bit of a hint of, I don't mind strong female characters. I've seen them in games for many a year, but when you keep shoving it down our throat over and over and over and over again, and eventually it just turns into woke BS. So hopefully that's not the overwhelming case time and time and time again. Because when it comes to woke stuff, usually is what happens, is they just shove it in your face over and over and over and over again. Alright, so let's go ahead and head on back to Merrix in the main city. And they will probably send us to a new area to continue on the main storyline. But in the meantime, nope. Oh yeah, we're not going to do that. We most certainly are not going to try and get ourselves involved with going after mining nodes when there are really big baddies that kill us in one shot. You learned that the hard way last time. Uh-oh. Looks like I'll need to get a replenishment of my my vigor charges here. Okay, we're back in the main city now. We've returned to Dornegal.
I presume not all went well.
Yes, I'm afraid so. So, we speak to... every single time I see somebody with the X-45 Heartbreaker, formerly known as the Big Love Rocket, I get a little angry inside because I've been farming this mount for years. Never got it to drop. That's a little bitterness on my part. I just needed to vent there for a moment, friends. Anyway, I digress. We speak with Merrix.
The edicts must be followed.
You're alive, but what of the others? And the next quest is recompense, he says. For the health of Adelgon's workers, the major repairs of the Foley machines are complete.
Conversation terminated.
We heard the echo of the explosion from here. I presume You have found victory, but your solitary arrival suggests not all is well. What happened? Speak to Amalgon and inform Zirix of Baelgrim's fate.
I have work to do. Tell me what has happened.
Council Ward.
We have bad news.
So, speak with Amalgon.
Speak for the Unbound.
Our people must know what Baelgrim did for us. Tell them what happened at the Meadery.
Follow what drives you. We have repelled the Nerubians, but Baelgrim is gone.
I see. So he fulfilled his edict.
Not just that, he defended the Earthen, both the Oathsworn and the Unbound. More than anything, he wanted us to stand together again.
Then we will honor his memory by doing so. It will take time to fully repair the Coreway, but the Outlanders can descend to the Ringing Deeps. The Earthen of the Isle of Dorn will support their endeavor, no matter what the edicts say. If we can bring the machine speakers back into the fold as well, then the Council will truly stand complete.
Thank you, Council Ward. Now, let's clear the last of that rubble.
Okay, that's the end of that conversation. Finish off with Zirix.
Serve the Titans unswervingly.
Okay, let's do it. Alright, we're clearing the entrance to the Coreway, I guess it is? Yes, which is the Coreway's restoration. Alright.
Conversation initiated.
May we all learn from Baelgrim's valor. He died to preserve our people, our unity. We must not let that be in vain. And we have a waste here, and it's slightly more than what we had previously, so let's go ahead and equip our brand new belt.
Outlander, I will accompany you to the Ringing Deeps. It is my home, and it too may need defending.
Okay. And there's an extra...
The Council Ward of Dornagul.
And there's an extra conversation we have with Zirix. We'll do that in just a moment. We'll do the next quest for the main quest line, which is given to us by Moira. Into the deeps, onward and downward it is. Onward and downward. Nice. Onward and downward it is, then. We best follow after Speaker Brent and see what state the Nerubians have left her home in. Magni, Dagran, and I will accompany you down in due time. Mind roving ahead and making sure there's a warm welcome awaiting us. Best objective to find Speaker Brent at the bottom of the hallway.
We will survive. We always do.
Okay. Alright, while we're here, let's go ahead and speak with Illyria.
We will find Xalatath.
Alright. Don't be lulled into a false sense of victory, Baelgrim. Xalatath yet lives. So long as she schemes in the shadows, the safety we've secured here is fleeting, just as it was in Dalaran. While Anduin and the Earthen tend to our wounded, I will protect them the only way I know. Or protect them the way I know best. Illyria clenches her fist by slaughtering all who threatens, and we'll listen to what else she has to say.
Illyria, I heard you helped corner Zirix at the Meadery. Thank you.
The Nerubians took so much from us. I will not let them do the same to the Earthen.
They've been good allies. and gracious hosts.
A welcome surprise, given that they've been living in isolation for thousands of years.
That may not entirely be the case. I asked about why they keep calling me Arathi, and apparently an Arathi armada arrived on Kazalgar a number of years ago. They're said to have formed a settlement in the caverns beneath the island. It sounds impossible, but if it's true, I want to see it for myself. They could prove to be allies in our fight against Xalatath.
No. We've secured a measure of safety here. Don't abandon it to chase shadows in the dark.
Isn't that what you're doing?
I'm doing what I must. Hunting down every last Nerubian. Following their trail back to Xalatath. And claiming vengeance for our dead.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to...
Remain in Dornagal, Anduin. Leave the shadows to me.
So, there's a little bit of a hint of what's to come in a little while. He mentioned that there's a group of Arathi humans that showed up to Kazal... what the hell's the name of this place? Kazalgar. Okay. Showed up here in Kazalgar, so hey, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, we're gonna see some characters that were around very early in the game, because Arathi Basin is one of the more well-known PvP battlegrounds from WoW Vanilla from back in the day. I know I did Arathi Basin quite a few times when I first started playing. For a little while I liked doing the PvP stuff, and eventually I just kind of lost interest in it, unfortunately. Okay, now let's go over to Merrick's and see what else he has to tell us. There's something else here.
Have an appointment?
Just while I'm listening.
Having a Thragar here in Dornagal, it is an auspicious sign indeed.
What? Oh, right. Me? Oh, yes. A Thragar of old I am.
Will you be returning to your duties then?
Duties? Can you refresh my memory of what those are?
Of course. I suppose your memory is like mine. A little dim around the edges after a few thousand years. Our Thragar were the best of us. Chosen by the Titans and instilled with great power. They were our heralds, our generals. They made decisions for the Keepers in their absence. Your duty is to guide and protect us, to warn us of oncoming danger, which in a way, you have.
These other Thragar, they look akin to me.
They were larger, perhaps, but they shone, as you do, of hard minerals.
Azeroth, you fox. Did you do this on purpose? To pave the way here for us?
I'm sorry. My auditory functions did not catch that.
Needn't you mind. Had a stray thought. Thank you for jogging my memory.
Alright, so we have a bit of a hint as to why Azeroth put Magni into this state in the first place. And it's all related to the Titans, which will eventually culminate with the big reveal with the final expansion of the World Soul Saga trilogy, which will happen several years from now, I'm sure. You know, a quick note before we end this video. I just want to toss this out there. I'm not exactly sure how long each one of these portions of the trilogy is going to be. The last couple of expansions have had 3 major patches as opposed to all the previous ones that have had 4. So because they're doing this in trilogy form, one of 2 things is going to happen. Either it's going to be 3 major patches for each one of those expansions, and each one of those patches is going to roughly run about 8 months each, which will result in a total of 24 months per expansion. So it'll last. So this will be over the course of the next 6 years to do this trilogy. Or what they could do, in theory, is do it over the course of the next 4.5 years if they want to do 3 major patches and they're not doing 4. If they're doing 3 for each section of the trilogy, then it could be 6 months for each one of those patches, which would result in 1.5 years for each expansion. So I don't know. So this trilogy is going to last us basically anywhere between 4.5 and 6 years. Ugh, that's a lot. That's a lot of game time right there. But we will go ahead and leave it right there, friends. We will cut the video there, and our next video will start, since we're right here, with the next portion of our main story. We will continue on with the main campaign in our next video. Thanks a lot, folks. We'll see you on the next one.